What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Two Guys 1 Week podcast. My name is Tyler Plackey, and I will be your host. And alongside me this glorious Tuesday evening, we're recording very late, is the freshly shaven and cleaned up Mr. Alex Smith.
Hello.
Welcome, Alex.
Howdy.
Welcome back. Episode 14 in Spanish.
Fancy. It's the Pete Rose episode, right?
Mm-hmm. Real quick, guys, before we get started, quick disclaimer here for all of you. This is an adult podcast, so that means we may use foul language, talk about adult topics, and really not care if you like us or agree with us. So, if any of this offends you in any way, shape, or form, please, and we cannot stress this enough, please, Alex, say please.
Pretty please.
Ooh, with a cherry on top. Go find another podcast to listen to. Thank you. Goodbye.
And you are welcome. All right. Before we get going, Tyler, our viewers, they haven't noticed because I haven't said anything, but I have been adding next to my Pete Rose Way sign a thing every week. And do you see the new one this week?
I can't fucking see it. I can see Nick's baseball from a couple weeks ago. What do you got now? Oh, is it the bobblehead?
Nope.
Oh.
I can't do this. It's up there.
What is it?
It's your save the date.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
It's tucked behind Nick's, behind Nick's ball.
I save the date goes behind Nick's balls.
That way it stays up.
Ooh, I like being behind Nick's balls.
I know. Why do you think I put
Hey!
Hey-o.
Hey!
All right. Topics this week. Our 1 week segment, hot sports news. What would you do? My question of the week.
The Alex's question of the week.
My question of the week. And then?
You're shitting me.
And then our TGOW top 3.
Alrighty. Alex, would you like me to be the one to kick off the fucking 1 week segment? How does that sound?
Sounds good to me.
Alright, I will kick it off here. So, last week, during the week, didn't really do too much. Bought some fishing gear. So, I listened to a podcast. It is called Tackle Talk. I think we've talked about it before on the show, but if not, it's called Tackle Talk. It's an excellent bass fishing podcast. And last week's episode was about whatever the deals of the week were that he had found. And one of them was on a brand called Dobbins Rods. And Dobbins Rods made by Gary were started by a guy named Gary Dobbins, sold to GSM, who's like a big conglomerate company that fucking buys fishing companies. And they had a deal where the $120 rods were like $45 a piece on Amazon. So I bought 2 of them naturally. So I spent under $100 on $240 worth of rods. Bought a 7.3 7.3 heavy fast, and then a 7.3 mag heavy extra fast. So pretty much a broomstick for a fishing pole. And then because I bought 2 fishing poles, then I had to do the expensive part and buy 2 reels for these. So I bought 2 new reels this past week. So I am now $400 poorer into 2 fishing poles than I was, but fuck it. So on the 7.3 heavy fast, which is kind of and Dobbins runs, they claim to be heavier than they are. So a heavy is more of like a fucking medium heavy. So it's a very all-around rod. I put on a Daiwa Tatula CT and a 7.3-1 for those of you that care. Excellent reel. Fucking super happy about it. I am going to change the actual handle on it. I want it to be a little bit beefier, kind of like my other one that I got, which for the mag heavy extra fast, which is going to be like my frogging rod, my frogging and punching rod, I put on a Shimano SLX XT A series in an 8.2-1. Super fast, 65-pound braid, fucking all sorts of fun stuff. I like the handles on that, so I may try to see if I can find a spare handle for those and put on the Daiwa because I like the handle a little better. But very happy with the new rods and reels. So yeah, if I can spend a lot of money this week on rods and reels, and that is a-okay. You look like you had something to say, Alex.
For those of you that are like me, I can tell it's a fishing pole because of the way it is.
Oh, wait. Good job, buddy. No, bro, but next time we're together, I'm hoping to get you to come up next week, so we can fish and play some golf. So hopefully we can figure that out. But if you do, you have to fucking try these poles out because they are legitness. Other than that, end of school year for me pretty much fucking came through. I'm pretty much done at school for the year, which is nice. We have a half-naked child in the background.
I tried to get him out.
Tucker's made another guest appearance. Fucking spent the weekend up at Olivia's parents' house, or I guess Saturday night up there watching her sister Saturday night and Sunday. And then Sunday night and Monday hung out back here with my cousin and her fiance. So we spent the whole weekend together. He and I went fishing. We went catfishing Saturday night and Sunday morning. Didn't catch shit. Then we came back here and went fishing Sunday evening and Monday morning. And in about 4.5 hours of fish, probably 5 hours of fishing those 2 days, he and I probably pulled in 65 or 70 fish combined.
Chewy.
So we were hammering fish. We didn't catch anything too big. The biggest we got was about 2.5. A lot of like 1.5-pounders though, so okay fish. During that weekend, we went to the Liquor Store, and I have a new whiskey to try, which I'm going to demonstrate to all of you. It is called Kings Creek. It is a black label. Oh, fuck, that's dark. A black label Tennessee whiskey to fucking sour mash. It is 80 proof, and I have tried it already, and it is like $16 for this bottle for a fucking fifth of whiskey. And Alex, it is literally just Jack Daniels. But almost, funny enough, I almost like it more. Which is scary. I never fucking... Huh?
Fancy bottle.
Not even that. It's smoother when it's straight. And it doesn't have quite the fucking bite of Jack Daniels when you sip it.
Oh, I gotcha.
No, I mean, it is... Because Jack Daniels, I think, is 90 proof, technically. But, so here's a beautiful glass of Kings Creek. Excellent whiskey. Makes me feel warm. Fucking like I said, fished a ton, and that's been about it. Worked the last couple days. Had a nice Memorial Day. Ate a couple hot dogs, a bratwurst, some burgers. You know, typical American shit.
Yep.
Filming another new YouTube video. I now have a ton of them fucking scheduled out like the end of June. So
We got one coming out.
Ours is coming up soon. Olivia featured in this last one.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. We got Olivia on it. Speaking of Olivia, she asked me to shout her out on the pod because she actually listened to our last episode where I looked at the Ring camera and said I thought it was a man.
I was upset for that one.
So, shout out to Olivia. Olivia, you don't look like a man. I love you, honey. Please don't divorce me.
Bong.
Dong. So, yeah, that's been my week. Got some fun stuff coming up this week. Heading back home for a weekend, but yeah. Alex, let's hear it.
So last Tuesday, we're supposed to have our last game of the year. It got rained out, so then the freshman season's officially done.
Sorry, I don't have a sound effect for that.
I don't remember exactly. Hold on, let me look it up real quick. I probably should have figured this out before.
Are you looking up the record?
Yeah.
You're looking up how many kids you got thrown out at third base?
Too many to count. We were officially 11, 5, and 1 on the season.
You guys only played 17 games?
We're a freshman team. There's not a whole lot of freshman teams around here.
Dude, we played like 40 my freshman year. Fuck, my senior high school played like 55.
Yikes.
Yeah, we played a lot in varsity.
Yeah, we don't play that many.
We played a ton.
But
I can't turn your phone.
Pardon the interruption.
so it is currently 10:32, so I'm trying to get him to bed. That is why.
You know, I've heard that with babies, if you put just a little bit of whiskey on their lips, it makes them go to sleep. I heard that's a thing.
Can I borrow some?
Here, catch.
Okay. Yeah, so finished 11, 5, and 1,
Very nice.
which for a freshman team, it's pretty good because the team a little bit farther down the road, they had a freshman team and they only played like 7 games. So
I'd be pissed if I spent a lot of time and money for 7 fucking games.
there's a ton of...
Why do I have no chin? Sorry. I just noticed that. I don't want it. I ain't clipping that one. Fuck no.
You're lucky I don't have access to the editing.
Fuck no.
But yeah, rainouts and just not a whole lot of teams around here. Us and that other team were the only teams in our conference that had a freshman team. So
Jesus.
yeah, so we had to go like Ohio and Kentucky to play teams, or they some of them came to us, but you know what I mean.
Sure.
So that was fun. We had our banquet tonight. It was pretty good.
Very nice. How was that?
It was good.
What'd you have to eat?
It was catered. They had fried chicken, green beans, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, all that.
So, like a very traditional southeastern Indiana dinner.
Yo.
Very nice. Very nice.
So I have. It's not like an original, but I've found a new business venture that I want to do.
Alex, sucking dick for money is not original.
Yes, babe.
Oh, I haven't
Back to
finished the
business.
song yet.
Okay. So have you? I've never really seen it like on my Facebook, but I've seen people talking about it where somebody will have not necessarily a restaurant, but they'll be like, "Oh, I'm cooking grilled chicken and pineapple. Place your orders by 2 p.m. and I'll deliver it to you."
Yeah, it's kind of like homemade DoorDash.
Kind of like Meals on Wheels type beat, but you're paying for it.
Sure.
Because I've known this for a while, but I've gotten into grilling more recently. So I grill probably once or twice a week at least.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, what if I just bought a ton of like chicken breasts, made like whatever kind of chicken meal, like say General Tso's chicken and rice, and said like, put your orders in by this time and I'll deliver it for this much.
Very fair.
What do you think?
It depends on if you can get enough people to order at a time.
Right.
If
What
you're
do
not
you-
driving
what-
all over Kingdom Come.
True. What do you think?
Right.
Breaking the fourth wall.
What do you think? Wait, hang on. Right now. What do you think? We love manual Zoom.
But so I thought that'd be a pretty cool idea, especially since I like grilling. So I think it'd be cool. My sister graduated on Saturday.
Very nice.
I see your pores.
How do I look?
Mustachy.
See, no chin, watch.
They do this every year.
They do this every year. Sorry, go ahead. I need to not
Yeah.
interrupt you. So
Yeah,
much.
you're messing me up, messing the flow up.
Sorry.
But my sister, my oldest sibling, graduated high school on Saturday. She was senior class president, so she got to do a speech. So that was cool. And yeah, she is all right. We get it. Sit down. You're on one tonight.
Dude, I've had 2 Mountain Dews and I'm eating chocolate almonds and I've got a Coke. Coke next to me.
Yep, that's what we get. But so she has decided she is going to the University of Loyola Chicago, the Ramblers, majoring in dermatology. So we'll see how that goes. Okay.
The crowd's very excited.
I know.
In front of a live studio audience.
Yeah. This weekend I fished a new spot. I fished there once, like a long time ago, but I went.
Okay.
I just passed it going to the normal spots, and I was fishing next to like a bubbler. It wasn't even a fountain. It was just.
Yeah.
And I caught something. I was like, "Oh no! Did I catch like the hose or whatever?" So I'm pulling it in, and it's letting me like I can feel it moving. So I reeled it in, and it was line. And so I was like, "Somebody just must have got."
Yeah.
I was like, "Somebody must have got stuck and then just cut off." Well, I'm pulling it just because I was like, "Well, I'll do the citizen." Tucker, go to bed. What? On Sunday, go to bed. Lay down. Lay down. It's not church. Go. Go. All right. Sorry, fans.
Fan.
Yeah. So I was pulling it, and I was like, I'll do the good citizen thing, and I'll pull it out so that way nobody else gets stuck on it, or pull as much
Sure.
as I can out.
Sure.
Well, I'm pulling it, and eventually, 5 feet from me, I see something pop up. I was like, "There's no way there's a fish on here. It's too light." And I see it, and it was a spool. It was a big spool. It's like this big.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Oh, that's like line that's just on there." So I kept pulling it, and of course, I pulled out probably 15 more yards just to get it close enough to me to grab.
Mm-hmm.
So then I took another 10 minutes wrapping it all back on the spool that I just pulled off.
Sure.
But I just got like minimum like 250 yards of line for free.
What kind of line?
I don't know.
Is it braid or is it like a mono or is it a fluoro?
It's mono. Well, what's
Make
the
sure it's
difference?
not fluorocarbon.
What's the difference?
One's monofilament, one's fluorocarbon.
I know, but what's the difference?
Is it stretchy?
Yes.
Okay, it's monofilament.
So I
Ooh,
mean,
that stinks.
I mean, it's free line. We know I ut a lot of it.
You cut and retie quite a bit, buddy.
Yes, sir. Other than that, went to my grandma's on Memorial Day. First doors off day for the Jeep.
Ooh.
It was fun. Tucker loved it. Don't do it.
You and I went tits down the other week, or tits off the other week.
Yep, that was fun. So I took the doors off. I left those
Sorry,
on.
tits out. Very nice, though. Very nice.
I left the top on, but I took the doors off. It was good. A good time.
Did you feel sane to not have the brain bus open?
Yeah, I had. I felt bad for Tucker because it was like 9:15 when I left, and so I had to throw sweatpants and a sweatshirt on him and tuck them in with his blanket. It was like, we got like 30 minutes home. We'll be all right.
Jesus. Very nice.
I took back roads, so I wasn't going super fast the whole.
That's fair.
Way. Other than that, that's really all I've done.
Very nice.
Nothing crazy.
Very nice. Well, Alex. Yeah, I got nothing else from this fucking week. It's been kind of a slow week for Tyler.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and
Got some
it's
fun
allergy
ones.
season, by the way. So if I look like Cody Bellinger, that's why. Allergies, not. Yeah.
Anywho, okay. For those of you that don't know what just happened, watch the fucking podcast. Anywho, Alex, do you want to move on to our hot sports news? We have some decent stuff.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Starting off in the baseball that would be from major leagues. 2 former Cardinals have announced their retirement. Matt Carpenter, who spent 14 years in Major League Baseball, 12 of them with the Cardinals, and Colton Wong, who spent 11 years in the MLB, 8 of which were with the Cardinals, and also won 2 Gold Gloves, have both announced their retirement from Major League Baseball in the past week and a half. I know Wong was with the Brewers. I have no fucking clue where Matt Carpenter was. He went summer and then came back to St. Louis, but he hasn't been around this year, so I don't know. But they both retired, so thank you guys for your time as a Cardinal.
Did you see? I don't know if it's true or not. I just saw it before we started. Apparently, Kyle Freeman, whatever his name is, for the Rockies, retired like mid-game.
No, I didn't. That's fucking funny, though, if it's true.
I know.
It's a very Rockies thing to happen.
But it said like he made a post like mid-game, basically saying he was retiring.
What was he in left field? Just fucking quick Instagram selfie.
The picture I saw was
I
him
quit.
Like walking down the dugout.
He went up, struck out, and said "fuck this," and just retired.
I'm done.
I'm over it.
All right. Other MLB news. We got some early mock draft
Ooh,
potentials.
okay.
Nationals right now are projected to get Ethan Holiday,
Okay.
brother of Jackson and son of Matt. Angels are projected to get Liam Doyle from Tennessee. He's a left-handed pitcher. I wonder if he's related to Brendan.
He might be, honestly. It wouldn't shock me.
Doyle's not really a common last name.
I feel like Doyle's a very common last name.
Really?
I know a couple Doyles.
The only one I've ever heard is O'Doyle from Billy Madison.
I had a kid I went to high school, Jordan Doyle.
Shout out. No.
Yeah, he doesn't listen to the pod. If he did, I'd be shocked. 'Cause we do not get enough viewers for like people like that to be listening.
Right, wouldn't that be wild? Just some randos from high school. Be like, you're
That's all I'm
listening?
I'd say I'm not friends with anyone really from high school, so yeah.
That's fair. Mariners are expected to get Cade Anderson, also a left-handed pitcher, but from LSU.
Oh,
Rockies, Seth Hernandez, right-handed pitcher, which they need anything and everything. St. Louis is set to get Jamie Arnold from Florida State, also a left-handed pitcher.
which the Cardinals need pitching.
Speaking of killer pitchers,
Oh,
ex-MLB pitcher Danny Serafini accused of killing his father-in-law because he was having an affair with the nanny.
damn.
I'm assuming the father-in-law walked in and saw.
No, the father-in-law was having the affair.
Oh,
Which begs the question: why the fuck isn't the? Yeah, I don't know.
I see what I see. I read that wrong. Long day.
Can you guys tell who writes the episodes?
What?
Oh yeah, Alex definitely writes the episodes with me.
Colt. Colt writes the episode. It'd be, bruh. That's crazy. Would be just the
Yep.
episode.
So I saw this, Alex. It was a stadium tier list. Somebody ranked all 30 stadiums on an S, A, B, C, D, and F tier
Okay.
for Major League Baseball. Where I'm going to go through what the rankings are, and then we're going to fucking discuss.
Okay.
Okay? We're going to start with the F tier and work up.
Okay.
Fs were the, Jesus Christ, the A's, the Athletics, and the Tampa Bay Rays.
Well, that makes sense.
So I agree with both those. Those are both F tier stadiums.
Basically, minor league ballparks.
Yes. The D tier was the St. Louis Cardinals, the Minnesota Twins, the Washington Nationals, the Texas Rangers, the Cincinnati Reds, the Arizona Diamondbacks, and the Miami Marlins. You're muted.
I don't know how St. Louis and the Reds are on there, and Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks Stadium's cool.
What about the Rangers and the Nationals?
Yeah, isn't the Rangers brand new?
Yeah.
Nationals isn't awful, but
Okay. I'm a Cardinals fan, so obviously the Cardinals, I believe, is not a D tier.
I mean, I like it. I'm not a Cardinals fan.
The Rangers is not a D tier, and the Reds is not a D tier. The Reds have done some cool shit with their stadium.
Right.
The Marlins, I agree. The Nats, I'm kind of iffy on. The Twins, I agree on, and the Diamondbacks, I do agree on. Diamondbacks is fucking okay.
I didn't go to a Twins game, but I went around the stadium and stuff, and it's a pretty cool little spot.
Yeah. So I think the
Cardinals.
Cardinals.
I know somebody's got to go to D.
So, well, here's my thing. Okay, so you disagree with who? What were yours that you disagreed off here?
Ones that I
And where
know.
would you rank them?
St. Louis, the Reds, the Rangers, and the Diamondbacks.
So, what are you tiering those at? What are you ranking them at?
Reds, I would probably put B minus C plus right there.
Yeah, that's fair. It could go either way.
Well, I'm biased, so I'm trying to not be. It's because I really like the games there, but I know there's some things that could be improved upon.
Yeah.
St. Louis, I would definitely put in at least a B.
Yeah. I was gonna say they're not an S tier by any means. I agree that they're not an S tier, but St. Louis Cardinals is an A tier.
I could be convinced of an A, but I would say a B as a right to second.
Mm-hmm.
Because Ballpark Village is sick.
Yeah.
Just the views is really cool.
The whole downtown skyline. It's a good modern stadium with good amenities, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I agree. I would say at least to B, but I would say an A tier. I wouldn't say an S tier. Even as a Cardinals fan, I don't think it's an S tier stadium, but it's an A tier. What was the next one we said?
Rangers. It's brand new and it's huge. So I mean, obviously I've never been there, so I
B
don't know
tier
for sure.
probably.
Yeah, but I would assume at least a B minus.
Mm-hmm.
Because
And you said the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, because Tucker watches this dude and he did like a tour of the stadium. I was like, oh, this is actually kind of cool.
So I agree with the Diamondbacks to the D. I think they seem kind of bland from what I've seen. But
But yeah, Marlins
The-
is
yeah.
awful.
the C tier, I was saying the Marlins ought to be an F tier stadium.
I still want to go, but
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
I forgot. The Speedway Classic or whatever that's coming up. That's the Braves and the Reds at Bristol Motor Speedway.
Oh, yeah.
We got tickets.
Oh, did you? Very
Yep.
nice.
We're going.
Very nice.
Back to the thing.
C tier, the Guardians, the Astros, the Phillies, the Mets, the Angels, the Braves, and the Tigers.
Guardians I could see as a D.
What about the Tigers?
Tigers has some cool history stuff. So if you're
But I mean,
if you're a baseball history person, you're like, okay,
the Angels, other than fucking center field, what do they have? A shit baseball team.
right. Oh, yeah, I agree with you.
I mean, they have a center fielder and a cool rock wall in center field. Other than that, it's a mediocre stadium. The Astros, I think, is a D tier. I don't think, other than the train Minute Maid's not that fucking cool anymore.
Bring back the hill.
Bring back the hill.
I won't change anything, but I just want it back.
But other than the train, and what the fuck do they have? It's an indoor stadium. I'm not a fan of indoor stadiums.
I've never been to one.
Yeah. B tier, the Mariners. I agree with that. The Sox, the White Sox, I don't fucking agree with that.
Yeah, that's weird.
The Yankees, that's fair. They're a fucking pretty B tier stadium, I think. The Brewers, I think, should drop to a C or a D tier. They're just another indoor stadium. The Rockies, never been to Coors, but I've heard it's
why.
okay. Why?
Just like course, like from
Yeah.
the pictures and stuff I've seen, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, and then I agree with the Jays. The Blue Jays Stadium is a B tier. It's cool hotel, it's cool environment, but it doesn't go to an A tier because it's not an outdoor stadium. I don't like indoor stadiums.
So, my family went to a Brewers game. It's probably a year or two ago,
Okay, sure.
and I think it's got to be probably because of the outside. They tailgate for baseball games.
Do they?
Oh,
I mean, it's in Milwaukee.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. A tier stadiums. Chicago Cubs. I
understand.
could almost put them in an S tier. I mean, dude, it's Wrigley.
Yeah, that's true.
The Giants. Giants could be.
I want to go so bad.
I do too. The Orioles.
Historic, but I don't know about A.
Yeah. Dodgers. No, they're just overhyping the Dodgers. I don't think fucking Dodger Stadium's that cool of a stadium.
Yeah, if Otani's not on the Dodgers, this is
Alright,
the
no.
stadium.
The Royals. It's one of the shittiest stadiums in Major League Baseball. I've heard it's cool,
I've heard it's cool.
but it's also shitty. Like, there's not like it's. Have you
I've
driven
also heard
past
it's
it?
in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it's out by the fucking Arrowhead. It's yeah, and then the Red Sox. I think the Red Sox is an S tier.
Yeah, I could. Yeah.
And then our final two, which are S tiers, the Pirates and the Padres.
The Pirates I can get behind because that's one of the coolest backdrops
Yeah,
in the world.
the Padres. I don't think so. It's got a
Padres is
cool.
okay.
It's got a cool left field, but it's not an S tier. Okay. If I had to make my S tiers, I'm going Cubs and Red Sox probably. In all fucking honesty, Cubs and Red Sox are my two for fucking
Okay.
S tier.
You're not gonna put the Yankees in that?
No. The Yankees are fine at a B tier for me. What's your S tier?
I don't know how to do it.
What is it, man?
I don't know how to
I'll fix it. Go to bed. I mean, I would have to agree. I mean, I don't really know what else would be like
S, like
over the top. You know,
I mean, those are two oldest stadiums.
Phillies like during a playoff game. 100.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I just.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're talking about the Dodgers as just a fucking stadium, right? Not the fucking product that they're selling as a team, but the stadium. Honestly, the Dodgers is almost a D tier stadium.
Yeah, I don't know that there's a whole lot.
There's
the
nothing to-
Dodger dog, but
Yeah. Now the Hartford Yard Goats. That's a stadium.
I want that tofu dog right now.
Fuck yeah, give me the float your goat. I'll tell you, if we're ranking minor league stadiums, Alex, I got to put the Reds up at the top with this a great minor league stadium. Who doesn't love Great American Ballpark for a minor league stadium?
All right. We don't need the slander.
Yeah, we do. Alex, would you like to move on from our talk about stadiums?
Yes, sir. And I know why you put this one in there. So, worst 50 game starts in history.
Funny enough, real quick, I didn't put this in for this reason, but I made you read it for the reason. The reason I put in was because of the fourth one, but the reason I made you read it's because of the first one.
Yeah. So the worst is the 1876 Red Stockings. 6-44 start.
God, that's fucking bad. Alex is currently experiencing technical difficulties, and we will be right back.
Have children, they said. It'll be fun, they said. All right. Number 2 is the 1895 Louisville Colonels, which sick name. 7-43.
Okay.
1884, the Kansas City Unions, also 7-43.
Mm-hmm.
The 2025 Rockies, 8-42. And then the 1889 Louisville Colonels again, 8-42. They improved by the game.
So what I'm hearing is that the current Rockies are the worst team in the last 140-ish years. 130 years.
Yep.
That's crazy to me, bro. Do you imagine being dude? They are worse than any team in the 1900s. From 1900 to 1999, they're worse than any fucking team in the first 50 games.
Yeah, I never really paid attention that much to the Rockies. Probably because they're way out there, so we don't hear about them much. But
Yeah.
that's not great.
No, that's pretty bad. So, moving on to NCAA track and field. We're being inclusive here, talking about all sports. Maya Lesnar, daughter of Brock Lesnar, wins her 4th straight Mountain West shot put title. So kind of dope. Have you seen a picture of her, Alex?
I imagine she
Fucking
is a
unit, bro.
yoked female.
Dude, she's a unit.
I mean, look at her dad. I mean, what would you expect?
Facts. So, yeah.
So important college baseball news right now.
Ooh.
LSU Shreveport that we've continually talked about in episodes. They move on in the NAIA World Series and they are 56-0.
Fucking hell.
Do they make it all the way?
Do they do a
Perfect
perfect season, Alex? Has that ever been done before?
I would assume not. Not this many games.
I would assume not either. Not in 56 games. I mean, shit, dude. I mean, 56. I mean, think about it. Tennessee. I would say no because Tennessee was on that fucking 22-game win streak, and that was the best anyone ever started off a season after a World Series win. So, you know what I mean? You got to have at least a decent team.
Right.
So,
speaking of impressive happenings.
okay.
NFL
segue.
owners have voted to permit players to participate in the 2028 Summer Flag Football Olympics. When it's in LA in 2028.
So, what I'm hearing is some poor 5'9" teacher from Germany has to guard Tyreek Hill.
Caw.
They're fucked.
Sweet. Do you see the guy that plays like, I don't know if it's like professional flag football, but he plays flag football for Team USA?
Oh, and he's talking about how they're better at flag football.
Yeah, he's like, they can't just come in here and take our like.
Here's my one argument.
If Tyreek Hill comes in and says, "I want to play flag football in the Olympics," are you going to tell him no?
Here's my one argument. Look what happened when the NBA players jumped in and played 3v3 basketball.
They get whipped.
Yes, they got smoked. Here's the only fucking thing. is I'm sure there's a different strategy on how to avoid getting your flag pulled compared to tackled. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because and in flag football, you can't just run through a guy, right? Derrick Henry, as great a running back as he is, you can't just run a guy over in flag football, right?
Right.
So I mean, he's going to be useful, but you're going to need a much more agile style running back rather than just a fullback who's going to absolutely bulldoze everybody in his path. You need someone who can stay away from people and is fast. I think it's going to be a lot of skinny, quick guys. And also, I don't know if there's linemen in this or if it's just the quarterback snaps to himself. I don't know the rules for it.
Yeah, I don't know.
So-
I wouldn't imagine there being an offensive line. Maybe one guy that hikes it.
Like a center.
Yeah, I don't know why I just said
Maybe.
that guy hikes it.
It'd be very interesting. I am intrigued. This is one I'll probably watch in 28. So in 3 years, guys, you will get to see our reactions to this on episode 150 something, 170 something. We'll talk about the flag football games and the United States hopefully winning the gold medal.
Maybe by then we'll be able to do like the flashbacks.
Oh, a little better editing quality.
Yeah.
Maybe by then we'll be monetized and get more than 20 viewers an episode.
If we're still doing it by then, I sure hope we're getting paid to do it.
Shit, me too. Speaking of still doing things, the Indianapolis 500 had its 109th running. Congratulations to Alex Palou and the Chip Ganassi racing team, who my company works with.
First Spaniard to win it.
Yep, for winning. Apparently, this was his 5th IndyCar win this year.
5th and 6th races, yeah.
Yeah, apparently Palou's just tearing shit up in IndyCar. I didn't realize that.
Dog.
I don't watch racing that much.
Speaking
So-
of dogs,
Woof woof. But yeah, speaking of dogs, on Carb Day, Carburetor Day, there was a Wienie 500. It was the race. It was a race of all 6 Oscar Mayer Wiener mobiles around the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I don't know how many fucking miles they drove, but they topped out at a speed of like 62 miles an hour. They didn't go fucking very fast. But the Slaw Dog was eventually the winner in the last second, passing and winning by 3/4 of a wiener. That's how it was described.
let's go.
So 3/4 of a wiener to win. That's my slogan. That's all you need. But it was funny, Alex. So as we all know, the Pacers and the Knicks are currently playing in the which conference? Eastern Conference final.
Yep.
And I actually want to check the score of this game.
Yeah, it's ongoing. The Pacers were winning last I looked.
The current score of the Pacers versus the Knicks is 130 to 121, and that was the final today. The Pacers lead 3-1.
Let's go.
But because of that, when the Wiener Mobiles were introduced, one of them was the New York Slaw Dog. Or sorry, it was the New York Dog. I don't know which one that is. But it was booed by the fans at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway because apparently fuck New York.
I love it.
So, Alex, is there anything more American than giant hot dogs racing around a 2.5 mile oval in front of a bunch of drunk ass fans on Carb Day?
I was gonna say, yes, people drinking and watching that race.
Fuck yeah. Okay, was there betting on this? I would love to know if there's actual sports betting on this. I'm sure there was. It's so fucking funny.
I don't think there was, but I was really hoping there was gonna be like a chili dog.
Okay, so here's my question. Okay, our one listener in Poland, what do you think? Or Sweden, what fucking country was he in?
I think it's Poland.
Our one listener in fucking Europe, what do you think about us racing big hot dogs around the track?
And damn Americans done racing wieners.
How you doing there, alright? So that's all I've got for sports, Alex. How about you? Actually, I do have one more thing. I was going to save this for next week, but fuck it. Indiana University has announced the return of their original mascot, the Bison. Indiana will have a Bison mascot this year at sporting events, and his name will be Hoosier.
What is the bison? Like,
It's the same thing as like the elephant for Alabama. It's just what they picked.
Just obscure.
Yeah, I think it has to do something with like there actually being bison in the area when we discovered it from Native Americans and shit. I don't know.
I said, there's gotta be something. It's not just like
There is something. We didn't just pick it. So yeah. Alex, anything else from you?
no.
Okay.
I think we should move on to what would you do?
Oh, what would you do then, Alex? Would you move on or not?
Oh, I'd move on quickly. Running,
Okay.
sprinting.
Sprinting. Now, let me get a quick sip.
All right, first one. You're up.
First one. What would you do? You're at a job interview and you are dressed to impress. Everything is going smoothly and you're charming, nailing every question, and the interviewer is clearly impressed. Suddenly you feel a sneeze coming on. You try to hold it in and stay professional, but you violently sneeze mid-sentence and accidentally let out a fart at the same time. What are you doing, Alex? You snart, all right? You snart.
Yeah, I would. I don't know. Well, maybe me. I would probably just be like, "Oh, excuse me, sorry," and then carry on.
Just pretend like it didn't happen.
Well, I mean, that'd probably be the best thing.
And just fucking just full on fucking convince the guy. No, I didn't do that.
Why did you do that?
Blame the interviewer.
Yeah. Or there was a dude a couple years ago. He got drafted in the NFL, and he was mid interview and he sneezed. He's like, "Achoo!" He's like, "Bless you, thank you."
I seen that one. That one was fucking really funny.
What would you do?
Fuck. Probably just be like, "I'm so sorry."
Wow, you got frogs in the building.
Man, I had ducks close by.
Yeah. Wow.
You guys have livestock here?
How inclusive are
waterfowl.
you guys, huh?
You guys keep waterfowl in said building? I'm here. Hire me now.
Yeah. I love this place.
Hell yeah.
All right, my turn.
Okay.
You're on a first date at a nice restaurant. Things are going great. Good conversation, laughter, real chemistry. Then while leaning in to tell a funny story, you accidentally knock over your full glass of water into your date's lap. They freeze. You both look down at the soaking disaster. The waiter sees it and rushes over with napkins. Your date says, "Well, I guess I'm hydrated now."
Marrying on the spot.
That's what I was thinking.
I am proposing fucking immediately. No questions asked.
Nope, lay down. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I'd be like, let's skip dinner.
And do what?
Tell more jokes.
Very nice. Yeah, if I'm on a date with a girl and it's a first date and they have that kind of just genuine reaction to it, that's it. That's over. I'm done. I've found the love of my life.
Yep. It's hard to find that.
Fuck, I would test Olivia and do this to her. See what she does.
Tyler, what the fuck?
I get my ass beat. Hey Olivia, comment down below what you would do.
Yeah, what would you do, Olivia?
Yeah, Olivia, what would you do?
Comment, I would beat his ass.
I would beat his booty. Okay. Our third and final what would you do? And these are all sponsored in part by ChatGPT because these are fucking really hard to come up with actually because no one sends us suggestions.
Come on, Pat, figure it out.
And Colton, Carson,
And Carson.
and Alex.
Yeah, my fault. Mm-hmm. I'll use Gemini.
Ooh. Our third and final what would you do situation, Alex, is you're at the airport rushing to catch your flight. You finally make it to the gate just in time. They're doing the final boarding call. You hand the agent your ticket. They scan it and give you a strange look and say, this flight is for tomorrow.
Oh, I'd be sick. I would be sick.
So you've already eaten your fucking $12 sandwich, right? You've already paid for parking. You've gone through fucking TSA. Are you just camping out for the night?
I mean, it depends what tomorrow is. Is it the same time tomorrow? No, I'm going home. But also, the airport that I would probably be going to is like 20 minutes away. So,
That's fair.
all right.
If you guys don't know what happened, guess what you're not doing? Watching the episode.
Be glad that was rough. Just kidding.
Alex, what do you think of my shirt?
There we go.
You know who it is?
Now we're getting canceled.
Well, they can't.
Oh, yeah. Can't now.
Thanks, Jason.
No, I don't know who it is.
Jason Aldean.
Ah.
But for me, what am I doing? I'm probably just camping for the fucking night, dude. I'll find something to do for 24 hours. I mean, hell, I'll go watch airplanes. Be happy there.
Planes! Oh, if it's that, well, obviously, because you think you made it, it's 24 hours later. I'm sick, I'm mad, and I'm going home. I'm trying again tomorrow, I guess.
Facts. Okay.
All right.
Is it time for your question, Alex?
My question of the week.
Excellent.
And I was trying to think of this, and I couldn't really think of a good one. I saw this, and I was like, or not saw, but I actually thought about this. I actually thought of this one.
Okay.
I was like, ooh, that's actually a good one. Because it kind of tells you a lot about a person.
24.
So, all right, Tyler, you ready?
No.
Okay. Would you rather play, so this goes back to our playing days. Would you rather play in a state final or a national championship and go 0 for 4 and win, or 4 for 4 with 4 home runs and lose?
Win.
Yeah, that's
No question.
what I'd say. You know, there's people out there may not say it out loud, but they're like, I'm going 4 for 4 and losing.
Dude,
4 bombs, bro.
here's the thing. A 4 for 4 with 4 home run game might get you a couple looks at college. But, dude, it's a championship, bro. That's what you play for.
You know.
You play for the championship. That's what it's about.
Right. That does if you're a we guy or a me guy.
I'm a wee guy.
We know. But, yeah, that's what I would say, too, because now this kind of goes back to, like, personal experience.
Yeah.
The 2 years that I was on the team at Franklin, we won 2 conference championships. So I can now put on my resume, 2-time conference champion.
Did you ever buy a ring?
No.
Why not?
I thought about taking yours and, like, not stealing it and trying to see if somebody can, like, make it.
Yeah, you could probably fucking just call up to the place that did it, and I bet they still have it on file and could make it for you.
Yeah. I need to just to have it just
Let
because.
me fucking hang on. Let's show it off to everyone. I got it right here.
Yeah, I was kind of bitter like when we won it because I was like, well, I wasn't really bitter, but I was like, well, I don't deserve that. I didn't participate.
Yeah.
But yeah, as the years get longer, like, I kind of wish I had one just because it's kind of cool to have.
You guys go.
I can't see it. I see it.
Yep. Yep, it still fits.
So just like that, like, may not have played a whole lot, but you still have that.
Yep.
And when 10 years down the road, what's going to be... Nobody's going to... Well, unless you tell somebody. Nobody's going to remember that you went 0 for 4. They're going to remember that you won.
Yeah, exactly.
And people probably won't remember that you went 4 for 4 if you lost. Just remember, like, oh, you got beat by so-and-so.
Exactly. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I would go with 0 for 4 and the ring because who would love some jewelry?
And it's on your resume for life.
Mm-hmm.
You can't put on a resume, I went 4 for 4 once in a state championship.
We almost won.
Yeah, we almost got there. All
What
right,
they
Tyler.
say close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
Correct. Tyler?
Alex, is it time?
It's time.
It is time.
Nope. Got to the first
It's time. Alex, what's it time for?
for the segment.
The segment?
It's time to play the game.
It's time to play the game!
Ha.
Alright, everybody, it's time for this week's Ear Shitting Me.
Alright.
Alright, everybody, welcome to episode 14's Ear Shitting Me. Presented to you by Chico's Bail Bonds and Pepto Bismol. In the spring of 1925, Babe Ruth, the Babe,
Yeah,
the great Bambino, the Sultan of SWAT, the Titan of Terror, the Colossus of Clout. The Colossus of Clout? The Colossus of Clout.
Oh.
The great Bambi. That wimpy deer. The Babe arrived at Yankee spring training in notoriously bad shape, per usual. Shortly after the season started, he collapsed in North Carolina during a train ride and was rushed back to the hospital in New York. Seems like they should just go in North Carolina, but whatever. Initial newspaper reports showed that he had a quote-unquote bellyache and reported it was from eating too many hot dogs and drinking too much soda and beer, which led to the now famous phrase, "The bellyache heard round the world." Babe Ruth ended up missing several weeks of the 1925 season, and the Yankees finished in a disappointing 7th place that year. And Alex, I have one thing to say. I tried to get the fucking Pepto Bismol sound, but I couldn't find the "if you've got nausea, heartburn, indigestion, that's something area, nausea, heartburn." I couldn't find a good fucking version of that for this, so I just went with the dude shitting his brains out.
Was that Matt?
No, it's just some guy on YouTube. I searched fart sound effect, and that's what came up.
That wasn't a fart.
Well, the guy was on the toilet, so that could be whatever it wanted to be. Speaking of toilets, dude, I used probably the cleanest porta potty of my life this weekend.
There we go.
But it was extremely empty. It had never been used before. And I shot a bullet out my butt, and it splashed me.
From that far down?
Dude, it was... I told it, thing was hauling.
So, what you do is you get a bunch of toilet paper and then drop it down in there. And that doesn't happen.
I'll remember that. But it was... This porta potty had not been used.
That's awesome.
It was nice.
That's the best porta potty to use.
Yeah. No kidding.
Unused
I
one.
hate using porta potties, dude.
Yeah. But with my stomach, if I gotta go, I'm going.
It was after breakfast and
There's no
fucking,
stopping.
I had to go. But yeah, so Babe Ruth ate too many hot dogs, drank too much beer and soda, and had to miss several weeks because of that, which is fucking nuts.
My stomach's been messed up today, and that might be my reason. I had a bunch of hot dogs and pop yesterday for Memorial Day.
Big wiener guy?
On Memorial Day? Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah. So, alrighty guys. Alex, do you have anything else on that one?
What's funny is, like, he was, like you said, notoriously in bad shape all the time. But then I've seen videos of his, like, workouts where guys are, like, basically just punching his abdomen and, like, rolling, like, heavy medicine balls on it and stuff.
Probably trying to flatten it out.
Yeah, I don't think that worked. It's crazy what they did back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I have to show what they did back in the 1800s.
You're gonna get your ass whooped for that one.
If she's even listened this far.
I hope Colt, please stop it right now and fucking record it and send it to Shell for us.
Play it in the car.
So, all right, everybody, that was this week's Ear Shitting Me. All right, everybody, thank you for listening to this week's Ear Shitting Me, sponsored in part by Chico's Bail Bonds and Pepto Bismol. Hang on, let me get the...
We love a good Pepto.
Not actually sponsored by Chico's Bail Bonds or Pepto Bismol. Excellent. I had to make sure that they saw me say that too.
Okay.
Excellent. So, Alex, it moves on to fucking one of my favorite segments, which I think is also one of yours, and is the TGOW Top 3, where we pick our top 3 of a fucking certain subject. And Alex, this week's top 3 is going to be our top 3 sporting games of all time. This can be a game from any sport at any level. There are no restrictions other than it has to just be an entire game. Okay, so let's flip a coin. Alex, do you want heads or tails?
Tails. I think I'm 1-1 with tails.
So heads will be the Hillview logo. Tails will be the blank side. And which side are you taking?
Tails.
It is tails. All right, so you get the 101 here.
This might be personal, but it was also a crazy game. Was in 2017 the Elite Eight of the March Madness tournament, North Carolina versus Kentucky. It was back and forth the whole game. North Carolina, don't quote me on this, because I was a senior in high school. So North Carolina got up, 5-6 points, and De'Aaron Fox was on Kentucky at the time, and put the team on his back and tied it up with like 5-ish seconds left, 5 to 7, somewhere in there. North Carolina gets the ball, drives it down the court, kicks it out to Luke May, and he hits like a 15-footer at the buzzer to knock out Kentucky and go to the Final Four. And they eventually won the Natty that year too.
I thought they really lost to Villanova.
Not that year. They won in 17.
Okay. So my first one is going to be from the 2011 World Series. It's going to be Game 6. The infamous Game 6 of the Fall Classic. In which David Freese became a St. Louis legend with his fucking game-tying triple and game-winning home run. I mean the calls and the atmosphere of fucking, you know what I mean? I mean everyone knows the line. Alex, what's the line with the home runs hit?
That's the one where it says, "We'll see you tomorrow night."
We will see you tomorrow night. I mean, it's just it gives me chills though. I remember sitting at home in my living room at 11 years old, watching that. You know, I didn't watch baseball on television, but Cardinals were on in the World Series, and it happens. It's like, oh my god.
Right.
So.
Number 2 would have to be. Oh, I can't remember what year they went. It was the divisional round. Is that the round before the Super Bowl? I forget.
That's the AFC. That's the championship round.
Yeah. The AFC Championship, when the Bengals went to the Super Bowl, because that's when Sam Hubbard had that. They were like,
Wasn't that in 21?
I think so. I don't remember who they were playing. Somebody tried to like give you sneak it over.
The Chiefs.
No.
Yeah.
They played them in.
Because they lost to the Rams.
Oh, maybe. So was it Mahomes that tried to go up and over at the goal line?
I think so.
Since Sam Hubbard, or somebody knocked it out, and Sam Hubbard took it 99 yards.
Obviously, this isn't your top 3 because you don't even know what happened.
I don't even know what I did yesterday. So. But, because in my lifetime, they've never gone to the Super Bowl or even gotten close.
Yeah.
So, them being one game away and then watching that whole game, it was tight the whole game because they've always played very close games against the Chiefs. Mm-hmm. And then that play happened. You're like, oh my God, this might actually happen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember exactly what happened at the end, like the very, very end. But I was not convinced that they were going to make it to the Super Bowl until the clock hit 0. And I was like, holy crap, they're actually going.
That's funny.
Because I was always like, oh, that whole game, well, if you're from Cincinnati, you understand, is you're always like, okay, when's the pin going to drop? When's something bad going to happen where we lose and then we're not going?
That's fair. My number 2 pick, I'm going to pick up here. I'm gonna move this one up just fucking in case you take it, because you're not gonna take my other one. So I'm gonna take this one. Another fucking super infamous game because of the ending is the 2013 Iron Bowl, known as the Kick Six. The Auburn versus Alabama, where Chris Davis runs back the field goal attempt.
That's a good one.
That's a fucking dude. That I mean, that highlight still gets played all the time, bro.
Yeah, it was 100. I don't know what they officially
109, I think. I think that's as
Yeah,
far as he
yeah.
can technically run. It's fucking 109 yards, untouched,
Yeah, wild.
to win the Natty. I mean, it's that one. That was just. I mean, I remember watching that one too. Fucking, you know what I mean? You're just like, holy shit. And you know, you're in middle school time, so you go to school next day, and everyone's talking about it.
Right. I remember when I was in school, before I would go to school, I turned on Sports Center and watched the ESPN Top 10 just so I had something to talk about
Yep.
during school.
So in high school, I'd get up every morning. Because our school started at 7:30. I leave at 6:55 for school, so I'd be there by 7:05. Fucking from 6 until 6:55, when I'd be up and fucking eating breakfast and getting ready, I'd be watching. What was it called? Fast Pitch. The MLB channel, Fast Pitch or Quick Pitch.
Yeah.
I loved watching Quick Pitch, bro.
Yeah, I was an all-around sports guy, so I watched Sports Center just to catch up real quick.
Yeah.
What's
What's your third pick, Alex? Your third and final pick.
just the game itself.
What about Caleb Love knocking off Duke again this year? Because didn't Arizona beat Duke? No, they didn't.
No.
No, they didn't.
He went off, though.
He did. He had like 40 points. Caleb Love's not a very big dude, but I was significantly taller than him.
I think we already did moments, because I was thinking the Barry Bonds game. I remember laying in bed watching that when he broke the record.
Yeah, we did moments.
But that was just that. It wasn't really the
Yeah.
game. So I guess it's not really a game per se. There's games.
It could be, yeah.
When I was, I don't know if I was in middle school or high school, I went to a state semifinal matchup.
Sure.
Cody Zeller was playing for Washington High School at the time, and Yogi Ferrell was playing for, what is it called, Parks Tudor. They weren't playing each other, but they were both. One was playing in one game, one was playing in the other at Seymour High School, and we've talked about this before. How Indiana high school gyms are just huge. That was the loudest and most packed place I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
Just because those guys were
tell you
there. And
what.
I remember
Yeah.
Victor Oladipo was there, Jordy Halls. Well, they were currently at IU. They came to watch.
Yeah. Yep.
But
So-
I remember that vividly. It was wild.
I'll tell you what. One feeling that fucking will never ever get old is. So let me bring the mic down for everyone. One feeling that will never go away and will always be like that rush of adrenaline and like give you chills down your spine is being present in a true crowd pop. Like when the entire place just it's quiet and then just pops. You know what I mean? Fucking dude. The craziest one I've ever experienced in my life was when Purdue and Arizona played in that Indy Classic game that I worked. Dude, it was. I mean, fucking. You're sitting there as an IU fan, surrounded by fucking Purdue fans who, you know, I'm not. I don't like Purdue. I don't hate them, but I don't like them. But you're sitting there, and you're hoping for a close game where Purdue is doing good things because you want that momentum and you can you can feel the moment building, right? I can remember there was one moment Purdue's down by a couple, and all of a sudden they go on a little run. They're down by like 6, and they go on a run. They get to 4, and they get it to 2, and they get to 1. Right, they hit a free throw, and then they get the ball back, and they're down 1, and you can feel like the tension and the energy in the gym, and you see him come down, and you see the shot, and you're just like anticipating like the explosion of the crowd. And when that fucking shot goes in, and the whole fucking like the entirety of Gamebridge Arena is just shaking, dude, it's nuts. It's such a good feeling.
Right.
I love those feelings.
One of those kinds of things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember why, because when I played basketball, we were awful.
Awful.
Yeah, like 1-2 win season, awful.
Ooh.
But I remember we played at Batesville, which you're familiar with,
The Ville of Bates.
and I don't know why. I don't know. It might have been their senior night, maybe, or something, homecoming. I don't know, but it was packed.
Sure.
For what reason, I don't know. And we actually played well that game, like we stayed with them.
Yeah.
And I remember, and I actually played at this point. So,
Oh.
it was so loud in there.
Whoops.
I could not hear, like a coach calling the plays. Luckily, we had like hand signals that our point guard held up.
Yeah.
But I just remember, like, I couldn't hear anything.
Dude, it's nuts.
And it was one of the coolest things. Like, I don't know how, but because usually, like, with me in sports, like, in the moment, I'm just kind of like locked in on like say baseball. Like, I'm just locked in on pitching. Like, I don't hear anything else.
You're very aware at that point.
Yeah, but I was very aware. When I was like, I remember I was like half running down at like half court, and I was like, I looked back at my point guard and my coach, and I was like, I can't hear a word anybody is saying.
That's funny.
And it's so loud in here, and that was awesome. I love stuff like that.
I mean, I want a moment like that I can relate to, where I was, instead of like being down on the floor but up in the stands and experiencing it as a fan, was I was at the IU Washington football game this last year with the fucking D'Angelo Pons pick 6.
Yeah,
And it was the roll out the big red carpet call. Dude, you want to talk about a stadium just erupting? Like, it was nuts. And it's just fucking such a fun feeling.
Yeah.
So, not to get too fucking sidetracked, what was your third pick?
Oh, the semifinal games.
Oh, fuck, that's right, okay. And my third and final pick will be the Game 7 of the 2019 Stanley Cup, in which the Blues brought home the Stanley Cup for the first and probably last time.
Was that what they were talking about when that dude came back on? I can't remember his name.
Yeah, yep. When we were at the Blues game, they were talking about him. He was on that team. That was the whole Play Gloria, and that it was kind of like they just kind of fucking went on. It's kind of like what the Pacers are doing now. They were an okay team all year, squeaked in, and just went on a run and did it.
That's usually how the Pacers roll in the playoffs.
But I mean, fuck, that's what the 2011 Cardinals were. The Cardinals were an 85 win team, 88 win team, made in as a wild card. Chris Carpenter pitched a fucking dominant game against the Phillies that year, if you remember. Beat Roy Halladay, his buddy, who R.I.P. But fucking dominated the wild card, dude. You want to talk about a criminally underrated pitcher? Chris Carpenter.
I liked him.
Dude, he was the meanest motherfucker that played baseball.
I don't want to say he was overshadowed because he was really, really good, but like it almost seemed like Adam Wainwright kind of overshadowed him a little bit.
He did a bit. Because Wayno was real good back then, too.
Yeah.
Well, there was just also, I mean, you look at who was in the league at the time. You got Scherzer and Verlander and Lincecum and Bumgarner and Kershaw.
Yeah.
And you start fucking throwing names out there. I mean, fucking CC Sabathia is in the league still. I think Mariano Rivera is still in the league in 2011, isn't he?
I mean, he just retired. I mean, I don't want to say not that long ago, but like
12 years.
Yeah.
But I mean, Chris Carpenter. I mean, there was a story they showed him where he'd be pitching, and when he would let up a hit, he would stand on the mound and scream at the runners they rounded the bases. I mean, dude, he was just mean. He was just intense and mean, and fucking. It was awesome to watch. I loved watching it. So, yeah, my third and final pick will be the the 2019 Stanley Cup Game 7, in which the Blues finally complete it and beat the Boston Bruins, who were, I believe, the favorite that year to win it anyways.
We should do like top 3 like games you attended, like coolest games you attended for 1 week.
I mean, I know my number one. What's your number one? Fuck it, let's do it right now. What's your number one? Just your number one.
Well, the one I was thinking of was I went to the 2015 All-Star Game.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a very good one.
Thanks,
My
Pops.
number, Papa Smith. My number one would be Game 5 of the 2006 World Series when the Cardinals won it.
Yeah, that's
I-
me and Dad have talked. If the Reds ever make it to the World Series, we have to go.
You're, I mean, how many people in the world can say that they've been at their home stadium to watch their team win the World Series?
40,000 times, however many times that happened.
But well, no, because I think about it. You know, the Cubs Twins, right? When the Cubs Indians when they win it in Cleveland was mostly Indians fans, not Cubs fans.
Right?
Right?
Yeah, I'm not saying that always happens.
No, yeah, but you know, there's not that huge amount of people, so it's cool to be able to say that I was at that game.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's cool just to say you were at a World Series game, a
Yeah.
Finals game, a Super Bowl.
Especially though when you think about again in 06, the Cardinals were kind of the underdogs.
Right.
Right? The Cardinals have a long history of being like the 85 win team that squeaks into the playoffs and gets hot in October.
Yeah, which, like you said, is like the Pacers. That's how they usually roll, as of late.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and here's the thing, it's and that's why I love watching, you know, that's why I love the way that a lot of finals are set up, where there's you know, you have a chance for these teams, and that's why I like do college football settings where there's 12 teams, where you have to be a good team to get in, but you don't have to be a great team. You have to be fucking just good enough to make it in, and then just go on a run, and it's fun because then there's the underdog.
Right.
It's not a bunch of in college football, 15-1 teams. They play 16, right? Do they play 16 or 12?
There's 12.
Oh fuck, that's right. Okay, so you don't have a bunch of 12-0 teams or 11-1 teams.
Right. One thing that I just saw recently, which was talking about 15-1 teams.
Yeah.
There will be no teams that win 100 games this year. In
Oh,
the
is that
in the
already confirmed?
Yeah.
Wow,
Before the All-Star break is wild.
that is crazy.
I mean, we're not even close to the All-Star break. We're still a month and a half away.
I saw that the Rockies are projected to be like 56 games behind by the end of the season at this rate. Dude, that's nuts. 56 fucking games out.
Yeah.
Could you imagine being out of playoff contention 3 months? It literally in July. Being mathematically, like being legitimately, you could win every game. And you still can't make the playoffs.
I mean, mathematically, yes, but then like they're out of it right now.
Yes, exactly. I'm talking like legitimately zero fucking percent chance.
This isn't Angels in the outfield.
But like a legit 0% chance in July, like before as the All-Star break is coming on. That's crazy to me.
Yeah. Hot
Make me
take: Charlie
that bad of
Blackmon's
a team.
career was kind of wasted in Colorado.
Not kinda, it was, bro. Just like Mike Trout, dude.
Yeah. He needs to go somewhere. I
there-
don't think he will, but he needs to.
No, he won't, bro. But dude, if there's anyone, and I hate the word deserve because no one deserves anything. But if there's anyone who deserves a World Series, it's Mike Trout.
Yeah, I mean, he's almost in the same boat as Griffey. I don't think Griffey ever won one, did he?
I don't know. I don't think so. He didn't win one with the Reds.
We know that, Tyler.
Hey, there are plenty of Cardinals who never won one with the Cardinals. Okay, can we real quick talk? Because I saw this.
He did not.
So I know you're not a Cardinals fan, okay?
Okay.
But the 2022, I believe it was season. Was it 22 or 23 that? It was 22 that Pujols came back, right?
Sure.
Can we just talk about his second half of his last like 45 games that year?
Didn't he go bonkers?
He had like 17 home runs. It hit like 300 something. I mean,
he's a machine.
here's the thing. For someone who grew up in St. Louis as a Cardinals fan and fucking watched, 2003 to 2011 Albert Pujols in St. Louis just become who he was, that was just like awe-inspiring to watch again. It was great.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's like watching King Griffey Jr. and Adam Dunn, A Great American.
Agreed.
Just had to be there.
Were you there for it?
Oh yeah. One of the most memorable things, like it's one of those like core memories as a kid, was, so I don't know if you know this, but across the river in Kentucky, diagonal a little bit from the stadium, there's like a Hooters, like on the water.
Sure.
Well, you could park over there, and then there's like a ferry that'll take you over to the, like right by the ballpark.
Sure.
Well, we did that one time, and we've never done it since then. But where like we went early, ate at Hooters, and then went to the game, and then the last ferry left in like the 7th inning or something.
Yeah.
As we're getting on the ferry, the crowd goes wild, and we later found out King Griffey Jr. hit a home run.
Oh.
And I mean, that's my favorite player of all time. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Yeah. 5, 6, however year-old me.
Yeah. All right, Alex, is that the episode today?
I think so.
I think so. Fuck it, it's 11:40 and I gotta go to bed. So, well, everyone, that is our show for today. We thank you so much for tuning in. We always appreciate you spending your time with us. And we'll have a new episode for you guys every Wednesday morning at 4 a.m. on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and brand new iHeartRadio.
Ooh.
We're on iHeartRadio podcast now. So please be sure to like the episode, give us a rating, drop a comment, follow the show, as it does help our show to continue to grow. It helps the algorithm. Please be sure to share it with your friends, your enemies, your grandmother, and your pet hamster before it explodes. Also, please be sure to check out the following social medias, which Alex will read to you in his Jar Jar Binks impression.
I don't watch that stuff.
Okay. Just give me your best, give me a really good impression.
You can follow our Instagram and YouTube. 2 guys, 1 week. Great show. Great guys.
Are you doing Donald Trump or sketch?
Could be both.
So Instagram and YouTube is what, Alex?
2 guys, 1 week. TikTok, 2 guys, 1 week pod. And then X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. TGOW pod.
Okay. All right, you guys. Thank you again so much for listening. And we will see you all next time.
See ya.